Aileen Wuornos, nicknamed the Damsel of Death, was a rare case of a female serial killer who shook America with a string of cold-blooded murders. Between 1989 and 1990, Wuornos murdered 7 men across Central Florida, claiming they had either raped or attempted to rape her while she was working as a prostitute. Born Aileen Carol Pittman on February 29, 1956, in Rochester, Michigan, she had a brutal start in life. Her father, a convicted sex offender, hanged himself in prison, and her mother abandoned her at a young age. Raised by her abusive grandparents, Aileen began trading sex for food, cigarettes, and shelter by age 11. She ran away as a teen, living on the streets and eventually turning to prostitution. Wuornos had a weathered, tough appearance, often described as disheveled and hardened by the elements and life. Her behavior was erratic, volatile, and frequently marked by violent outbursts, paranoia, and deep mistrust of men. She had a long rap sheet for theft, armed robbery, and assault, and suffered from borderline personality disorder and antisocial traits. Her method was direct and brutal. She would pick up men while hitchhiking or posing as a sex worker, gain their trust, then shoot them at close range with a .22 caliber pistol, often robbing them afterward. Her victims were typically middle-aged, white men, many of them strangers. Wuornos was caught in January 1991 after police traced stolen items to a pawn shop where she had left fingerprints. Her arrest followed surveillance and tips from her ex-lover, Tyria Moore, who cooperated with law enforcement. In custody, Aileen confessed, claiming self-defense in each murder. She was convicted and sentenced to death in 1992. Over time, she became the subject of books, documentaries, and the Oscar-winning film Monster, 2003, starring Charlize Theron. Despite appeals and claims of police corruption and mental instability, she was executed by lethal injection on October 9, 2002, in Florida. Disturbing fact, in her final interview, Wuornos claimed she was being tortured in prison and spoke of impending alien invasions and sonic pressure, evidence of a deep psychological unraveling to the very end.